Hello everyone, I am a fan of Tuna. You ever imagined that one day the man beside you would quietly prepare a gift so big that it could change your life? Today, Alex surprised everyone when he decided to buy a new car for Tuna and Henry. A gift that not only has material meaning, but also a warm message about love, care, and responsibility. However, the question is, will Tuna, a simple woman, always used to a normal life and never asked for anything luxurious, be ready to receive this special gift? Will she feel this is an unexpected happiness, or a burden that she has not prepared for? Watch until the end of the video to receive the ending you are most looking forward to, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to follow the next episodes. In the middle of the deep green forest, where the ancient trees stretch high as if to cover the sky, there is a small, one-story earthen house lying humbly. The house is neither luxurious nor arrogant, but exudes an indescribable warmth. The morning here is not like the noisy city with the sound of car horns, but only the chirping of birds, the rustling of leaves in the wind, and sometimes the crackling of firewood burning in the kitchen. It is in that space that Alex and Tuna's life passes by, simple, peaceful, but also filled with silent worries. Tuna is busy by the wood stove. Her hands quickly light the fire, her eyes following the pot of soup that is still steaming. The aroma of new rice, mixed with the smell of smoke from the kitchen, spread throughout the house, reminding her of beloved country meals. Her little son is still sleeping soundly in his cradle. Alex sits on a wooden chair on the porch, her eyes following the scene. He came from a different culture, a different life, where comfort and modernity were always available. However, when he chose to live with Tuna in a house in the middle of the forest, he found a peace that he had never had before. In every breath, every moment, he clearly felt this was his family, the place where he belonged. However, behind those loving eyes, Alex still had a concern in his heart. He saw Tuna working hard every day, walking long distances to buy food, selling fruits, or even just carrying a bag of rice made her exhausted. The whole family did not have a single vehicle, not even a bicycle. Alex thought a lot. He understood that Tuna never asked for anything. She was used to simplicity, to a life where hard work was her joy. But that's why he wanted to do something for her and her child, even more, something beyond expectations. A gift that not only had material value, but also an affirmation. I want to become a true support for you and your child. In that small house, everything was still going on normally. The sound of bowls and chopsticks hitting each other, the sound of wind blowing through the porch. No one knew that, out there, Alex had secretly prepared a surprise plan. An electric car, something that Tuna had never dared to think of, was waiting to appear in this simple life. And that's when the story began. In the middle of the deep forest, a turning point was about to happen. It not only changed her travel habits, but also changed the way Tuna looked at the man who chose to be with her. Can you imagine? A great gift was about to appear in this small world. Will it bring unexpected joy, or stir up worries and hesitations in the heart of a woman accustomed to simplicity? After breakfast, the dirt yard in front of the house returned to its usual quietness. Tuna was busy in the kitchen corner, cleaning up and gathering the fruit basket to prepare to take to the market. For Tuna, each market day was an opportunity to exchange a few coins, buy some more salt, some cooking oil, and the rest. For the child, Alex silently watched the woman's figure. He knew that if he didn't speak up today, there would probably never be another moment for the two of them. He had been thinking about it for a long time, had calculated every step, and now, all he needed was Tuna's consent. He stepped closer, speaking softly in a warm voice but still with a hint of hesitation. Tuna, today, please leave the fruit basket behind. I want to invite you and the child to the market, just to hang out. Tuna's hands stopped. She turned around, looking at him in surprise. Then, as a natural reflex, she smiled lightly. Going to the market without selling anything is a waste. Alex, it's convenient to bring a fruit basket. It's both money and effort saving. Alex took a deep breath. His eyes were more determined. I understand, but today is different. I just want us to go out, You and the baby need a really relaxing day. Tuna shook her head slightly. The smile was still there, but her voice was heavy. I'm used to it. Going to the market without selling anything, I find it strange. In this house, every penny is precious. Alex took a step forward, his hand gently holding her calloused hands. He spoke slowly, each word as if wanting to engrave deeply. I know you always think about your family, but you also need to think about yourself, Tuna. Just one day, so you can laugh freely, so your baby can have fun, not have to wait for mom to finish selling before coming home. His eyes were earnest and sincere. Tuna was silent for a few seconds. In her heart, two opposing streams of thought. One side was the habit of saving, the burden of making a living. The other side was the small desire to live lightly, to have someone think for her. Outside, the wind in the forest blew. The birds chirped, as if cheering for her choice. Finally, Tuna sighed, nodded slightly. Okay, I'll listen to you today, but tomorrow I must bring the fruit basket to the market. Alex smiled brightly, as if a burden had been lifted from his heart. For him, that nod was not just an agreement for a date, but the beginning of the great surprise he had prepared. That seemingly simple trip turned out to be the turning point in Tuna's life. The dirt road leading to the market today was still covered in a thin layer of fog, the scent of wildflowers wafting in the wind. The whole scene was like a normal morning, but Alex's heart was strangely excited. After walking a long distance, Tuna suddenly realized Alex did not turn onto the road leading to the market. Instead, he continued walking straight. She frowned. Alex, you went the wrong way. The market is in the other direction. He just smiled, not answering. When he stopped in front of a large store with dozens of shiny motorbikes lined up, Tuna was truly stunned. The shiny sign clearly stated, "Motorcycle shop, many latest models." Why did you come here?" Tuna asked, her voice faltering. Alex got off, looking at her with a determined gaze. "I want you to have a better vehicle. Today, you will choose a motorbike for yourself." In that moment, Tuna's heart stopped beating. She had never thought about buying a motorbike. For her, it was too much of a luxury, out of reach. But when she saw Alex's warm smile, when she heard the certainty in his voice, a happiness crept into her heart. Entering the store, Tuna felt like she was lost in a new world. Electric motorbikes, scooters, manual motorbikes were shining under the lights. Tuna was initially shy, just standing and watching from afar, but gradually, her face lit up. She walked over, gently touched the saddle, and admired every detail. "So beautiful," she whispered, as if she couldn't believe her eyes. The salesman enthusiastically introduced each model. Tuna listened but couldn't remember much, because her heart was filled with a new joy. She walked from one row to another, her eyes sparkling, her gentle smile shining. Over the years, the burden of making a living had made her never dare to think of this simple joy, being able to choose a motorbike just for herself. After much hesitation, Tuna finally stopped in front of a red electric motorbike. The red color stood out, both strong and fresh. She turned to Alex, her eyes sparkling but still a bit hesitant. I like this one. It's simple, but just enough." Alex looked at her, his heart filled with happiness. He knew this moment was not just about buying a motorbike, it was Tuna's tacit consent. The first step, she allowed herself to step out of the cycle of thrift to welcome a little happiness. The motorbike was finalized. When the staff brought the red electric motorbike out, Tuna smiled slightly. That smile was as pure and radiant as sunlight through the forest, and to Alex, that was the most priceless gift.